Whatever book said, that's what I got to say. Is that enough? Good? We good with that?
We need a little bit more.
All right.
First, just the injury update. What was Brad able to do?
Full participant again? Look good.
Kevin was able to practice a lot.
No, Kevin did not participate, nor did Grayson. Or Nas.
Obviously, not
Concussion protocol, and he has an orbital fracture as well. Orbital fracture. Yeah. So he'll be in a mask when he returns.
Because it was because that tumble he took with McGee, I was thinking he'll get up, and then 2 possessions went by and he didn't. That made me believe that it was serious. Y'all think it was that serious though? Even all this going on?
Judging by his reaction, I did. You know, I mean, looking at the actual contact, I wasn't sure, but just seeing how he reacted, you could tell something was up.
Do you think you'll have Kevin or Grayson or Nassir back?
Don't know yet. They're all possibilities, but it's too early to tell.
That's right.
Possible, but too early to tell. Each day he works, you know, they monitor the response to it. And we'll see where we're at.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear. Was Grayson able to practice?
No, Grayson and KD did not practice. Just light shooting.
We've talked about being able to take advantage of this practice time. What do you feel like you guys have been able to emphasize during this time? You have a couple days off in between games.
Be better with our defense. The defensive emphasis today. Bit of an edgy practice because we're letting opportunities slip away. We lost 4 out of 5, and you know our defensive execution, toughness, intelligence, effort, physicality, game plan discipline, scheme discipline, all can be better. And we're losing possessions because of it, and we're losing games because of it. So it's got to be better.
Is there a level, I think it's any level of concern at all that, you know, a quarter way through the season and you've yet to have everyone healthy to develop that identity defensively that you're known for?
Out of my control, you know. You make the best of your situation from an injury standpoint. And there's a silver lining in it. You know what I mean? Not having your main guys in there gives you extended look at the other guys. And extended minutes, not just the evaluation, but for those guys to get minutes and be able to be coached, you know, through their mistakes or their integration into our system. You know, I think there's big value in that. So highlight the positives.
What stood out to you about the way Brad has kind of approached these last month or so with the rehab and everything?
He's working his tail off to get back. You know, I think everybody needs to understand that. You know, that he has been in there, but his care factor has been super high. Not just with his own work, but you know, being engaged in what we're doing as a team, film sessions, and all those types of things. And you know, you guys working his tail off to get back.
What kind of stuff can he add on the, or does he maybe add on the bench in terms of during timeout stuff that he sees and kind of maybe coaching a little bit too?
He's experienced that, you know, so he's seen it all, especially you know, with Kevin and Book, you know, having been another guy that, you know, commands double teams as frequently as he has. There's a lot to add.
I know you.
What was it like just at practice today? We could hear it, we couldn't see it, but it seemed like to get pretty loud, the energy out there.
Yeah, well, it was a little bit edgy. We've lost 4 out of 5. Yeah. I'm not happy with losing 4 out of 5 in any circumstance. You know, when you have guys out or not. You know, we have to play better as a group on both sides of the ball, but in particular on defense.
I know you had wanted Book to take more pull-up threes this year. They haven't quite been there in the last handful of games. Is that maybe just a product of the options around him that he doesn't have out there?
Yeah, but he's got to look for it more too. You know, we've talked about that actually today. You know, there was the shots I wanted him to look for. And you know, it's a recognition thing, but it's also, you know, trying to be in attack mode, which I don't want to pull away from him. You know, I like him being in attack mode, hitting the paint and making good decisions.
How do you like his adjustment to, you know, for the most part in his career, he's played the full first quarter. Now he's been more methodical about splitting it up.
Yeah, I mean, that's been that's fluid still. You know, how we're going to use him in his rotation. It began as a minutes restriction and, you know, being smart with his return to play. And then we won 7 straight. You know, so then it's like, let's not rock the boat with where we're at with that. But Kev's been in our lineup. Brad's, you know, returning soon, hopefully. So that'll all be clear.
Coach, you've been on veteran-led teams like this team and teams that are up and coming. When you go through a stretch like this, are you more like hands-on with the veteran-led team, or how is your approach changed for veteran teams just up and coming?
I would practice more with an up-and-coming team, and longer practices and more detailed work, more stopping and teaching. I think there's still some of that here, but I'm very cognizant of not overworking their legs, and overworking the on-court stuff. So it's probably maybe more of a mental approach to it, with a better group.
Coach, when you look at just all that thing, when you have the shooters around Kevin, Brad, when Kevin gets back, how much of it will be how well they defend that will determine who plays? Because if guys all can shoot, then you got to be able to guard on the other. I'm just wondering how much you value in that part.
It's really both. You know what I mean? You gotta factor in both pieces. We need guys that can get stops and give us a defensive disposition, and you need guys that can knock down shots. You need your defenders to make shots. You need your shooters to guard. And both can happen. You don't have to be in a physical defensive talent to be in the right spot. You don't have to. You don't have to be an elite shooter to be effective offensively. You know what I mean? You got to make your open shots, and you got to understand your cutting opportunities, and screening opportunities.
Thanks, Coach.